Probably just on the day. First off, it's good to win the series after losing the opening game. And, like I said, I told the team this for, Illinois State, arrived down here that we were playing a veteran team that had three veteran pitchers, and they were going to fill up the zone, and that they weren't going to beat themselves. And we were going to have to beat them. And we didn't beat them on Friday, and then the last 2 days we had to go get them. Probably the negative of the day is that we left some more runners out there. We didn't get a bunt down, and just little things like that add up. You got a runner on second, nobody out. You don't score him. You have a leadoff double, and we pop up off the bag when you just little things, and we've got to clean that up. And we still have a lot of pitchers that we want to see. Maybe we're a little nervous about bringing some of these guys in that haven't pitched yet in this situation today, but we're just going to have to bite the bullet and let them go because we have some good arms that didn't throw this weekend. We used some guys a couple of times, so I think that'll happen here in the near future. Another positive is that we drove in 3 runs today with 2 outs, at least 3 runs with 2 outs, and got a couple of big hits. So that was good to see. Again, we're one big swing away, bases loaded. We already got 2 in, one big swing away from kind of putting the game away, and we haven't gotten that yet. So hopefully that's coming for us. But solid defense for the most part. We made a throwing error on a ball in center field on a delayed type steal where we would have had him by a lot if we make just an average throw. Just been solid in the field. So that's another plus. But looking forward to going on the road this next weekend and playing some more good competition and see if we can up our game a little bit.
What did Cole Ramos show you to pitch like he did today on 2 days rest?
Well, he's been pitching really well this year, and that started in probably midway through in the fall. And then when he came back after the holidays, it just seemed like his stuff has continued to be better and better, and it's better than it was last year, more command. And again, looking back, we were trying to figure out if we want to let him go back in the 9th. He said he felt great, obviously, and I just wanted the veteran out there. He told us he still had good stuff. Our catcher said he had good stuff, so we let it roll. I think just didn't want to let that slip away with maybe a new pitcher out there that hadn't thrown and that situation. So, but he's earned it. He's earned the right to go out and pitch, and his off-speed stuff is good, and his fastball is a little firmer than it has been in the past, and he gets outs.
Your lineup's look different all 3 games. Is it just a matter of you're still tinkering with it, seeing what you like?
A little bit of both. I mean, I guess I'm still trying to figure it out. We think we got guys that are swinging it really good, and you put them up in the order, and they don't swing real well, and give them a couple of days, and we decide to go with somebody else. And, moving it around, trying to, get Lanzilli in the outfield a little bit instead of DH and, switch Brady and, try to get another catcher in there today. And there's still some more guys that we're going to get in the future. It's just a matter of when. We have confidence in most of them, and probably all of them. We just haven't seen them play. And, again, the games were so tight, we just felt like that, we needed to maybe go with the older guys.
Coach, I scored only the 1 run in the 4th inning, but made their starter throw a lot of pitches. How big was that? How much do you think that maybe contributed to the breaking through there in the 5th?
Well, I think it was that when Gregory got the big hit with 2 outs after we left. We looked like we were about to leave another really good scoring opportunity and let it go to waste. And did foul off a lot of pitches, made him throw a lot of pitches, and finally with 2 outs got the big hit and tied it up a little bit. And I thought it was great that that Wiggins went back out in the top of the 5th and had a quick inning, got us back in the dugout. And sure enough, we scored 2 more runs and had an opportunity to really bust it open. But at least we saw a lot of pitches again and got into their bullpen.
Did it surprise you this weekend, the lack of runs y'all were able to score?
Yeah, I thought we'd score more because it seemed like we were swinging the bats pretty well, and a lot of times it's new guys with nerves, and I think except for maybe Chris Lanzilli, a lot of the new guys they didn't swing the bat like I know they can. So hopefully they'll pick it up here. It was good to see guys like Robert Moore and Caden Wallace, and you look at Battles. I mean, and then you got Brady Slaves with 3 hits. those are most of our hits on the day, you know. And Stovall got a couple of hits, and I don't know, you know, Stovall leads off the game. If the wind's not blowing in, he hits a home run. And it's just like, wow, you know, the kid needs a break. And he crushed that ball. He had to be on the field to maybe feel it or see it, but he backspun it. That ball would have went way out of here. But it got up in the wind, just came back down. And, you know, it was a good team win, though.
Overall, how did you feel about Wiggins?
I thought Wiggins did a really nice job of throwing the ball over the plate, you know, and he worked out of a jam, and that was big to see. You know, they hit him a little bit, but he didn't let it bother him. And, you know, there's always things to work on, but overall I thought he did a nice job.
So say you go up 4 or 5 runs and you're going to bring in other pitchers behind Ramage. Who's next on the docket?
I need my list. I don't know. We had Bracken up, who was a pitcher that, you know, we thought he was going to help us last year, and then he hurt his elbow right before the season started. Nick Griffin, left-hander, who hasn't thrown an inning here either, but both of those guys have thrown really well, both of them coming off injuries. Those are the two that kind of jump out at me right away.
You think you might go with the same rotation next weekend, or just think it over again?
It'll probably be the same for another week, but we'll see what we think here this week. You know, you never know how guys are going to feel tomorrow, and, you know, see how Jackson's feeling as well.
Illinois State hadn't been on the field before they came here. Were you surprised by how well they played?
You know, not really, because what do you do when you're inside? You work on defense. And defensively, they were solid. It's still they can set up a diamond and play, and, you know, turn double plays and field bunts and those type of things. And, you know, when I coached up north, we came out of the chute pretty well. Defensively, a lot of times the bats struggle a little bit, but I thought their hitters did a nice job. And they're veterans. They've got some guys that swing it pretty well. But not really. I kind of know how they're coached, and that they would be a big challenge for us.
You mentioned Wiggins getting you the quick 5th inning. What was kind of the decision process to send him back out there for a 5th inning?
The number of pitches he'd thrown, again, wanted him, he's built up for it. Let's let him try to get to it. You know, if he would have had some big innings, you know, he might have only thrown 4 innings because of the number, but the number was down. I think it was in the 60s when he started it, and it's just really good to see him, you know, keep it in the 70s. That's where we wanted, maybe 80 at the most.
And what did you think of the way Stovall played first base this weekend? Not a position he's played before.
I thought he played great. Defensively was outstanding, and picking balls out of the dirt, stretching. I mean, he made some nice plays. You know, making himself look a little taller than he is. And you got to learn the footwork, and you got to like it, and he's been doing a good job in practice.
Football might be over this season, but basketball is in full steam for both pros and college hoops. For all the latest odds, totals, player performance props to where the next fired coach is going to land, BetOnline is the #1 spot for all your sports betting needs. Head over to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Use our promo code BELIEVE to get started. That's promo code BLEAV. And it's not just basketball. BetOnline is your source for hockey, boxing, and UFC odds, right to the Olympic coverage, is the best in the business. From sports right down to your favorite Vegas casino games, BetOnline is your #1 online wagering destination. BetOnline, the fastest and easiest way to wager on all your favorite sports and play your favorite games. BetOnline, where the game starts.